Tell me when you're ready.
Imagine all of the people on one accord.
Coming back to the Omni station takes me back to the start of my journey, riding the bus and the metro mover every day, heading to work, and after, straight to the evening English school, from Brickell all the way to Miami Beach.
I know even from long time ago, I remember we had the office in South Beach.
I was working within and focusing on property management. He actually moved me to Miami Beach because the majority of the properties were there. So to manage all this property in an easier way, it was better for me to be there, closer to them.
Sì, volevo precisare una cosa, che il property management non è proprio il top, stavo cadendo. Però vi voglio dire una cosa, adesso c'ho il proprio ufficio del property manager, l'avevo spostato qua a South Beach. Qua si entra e attenzione signori, c'è l'ufficio di Ivan per il property management. Come puoi ben vedere, niente, ti stavo dicendo, Massimo mi ha fatto l'ufficetto, mi ha schiattato a me solo qua a fare il property management.
And he was just arrived and he came invited by a friend of mine, actually one of my trainee that I had from my university in Italy.
I was able to help a lot. Also because my Spanish, as I said, was really good. I arrived here speaking Spanish fluently, and in Miami, if you speak Spanish, you can speak with everyone. So I was able to manage vendors, I was able to manage many clients because they're coming from Latin America. And after 2 months and a half that I was working for free, he actually offered me a visa. He told me, hey, you know what, you're a really hard worker, you're really good, I want to offer you a visa so you can stay and you can work everything legally and you can have a salary. So I was really excited about it.
We needed at the moment a person to take care of all the maintenance and management for the properties that we were managing for other customers or for my companies.
What happened when I arrived is that my ex-boss needs help, need a person helping him in the property management. So that was the first thing that I start focusing specifically in real estate, because until then I did a little bit of everything. And I was helping him also on the project manager side because he was building a big hotel, he was building condos in Miami Beach, some houses in Alton Road. So I was helping him on that too. But my main job was the property management.
I managed 2 properties here. This is Elena Condo. I was managing 5 units here. This is the school where I was coming to learn English, to study English evening school after working. Here. This is Harriet Court. I was managing 2 properties here. This is Etruria Condo. I was managing 7 properties here, and this is where I had my very first office for property management. I was managing 1 unit here. And this is Evelyn Condo. I was managing 6 units. This is Erika. I was managing 2 units here. 2 properties for Italian investors. Wow, these dogs are cute. We have to put this in the shooting. This is Emily Condo. I was managing 6 units. All of them for Italian investors.
And he, being Italian, he offered to do it, and that's where things started. Ivan worked with me for, I think, 3 anni era? 3 anni. 3 years, he worked with me for me for 3 years.
When I started doing property management for him, we had 6 properties in Miami Beach, and in 1 year and a half we had 60 or 65 properties. And I was managing all that by myself. It was really hard. We had properties all around Miami and all around South Florida. We had properties in West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, in Orlando, like everywhere, but especially in Miami and Miami Beach. And then we built up a big company of property management, and at the same time I was already doing a lot of rentals, because managing the property I was, all the time renting the property that I was managing, and sometimes also selling properties, but I was not an agent yet.
Ragazzi, qua si pedala e si continuerà a pedalare.
After the experience with the property management helped me a lot. First of all, to learn the market, the real estate market in Miami, the way it works, the way how you can define a good property, a good apartment, a good condo. And it really helped me a lot to build client relationships.
And then he wanted to grow up, and he wanted to become a realtor because he got exposed to all this world of real estate development and the sales. I think he has natural predisposition to sell, and he's always been very well regarded from all our customers.
2018, I actually got my real estate license, and I became an agent.
I suggest to him to get to Coral Gables Keller Williams. That is one of the best school in town for real estate agent, especially the new ones.
He introduced me to Keller Williams Coral Gables, the office where we are now today. And in 2018, my life changed completely.
I followed his career, and I saw that he become bigger and bigger, and now my agents tell me that he's a competitor, he developed to be a competitor to us. So we really have a great relationship, and I hope all these things to last. But definitely was a good move to get this skinny young guy to my office at the time.
In 2018, I joined Keller Williams. I arrived here. I really love this environment from the beginning. I like the fact that all these agents, they are kind of in competition between each other, because at the end of the day, you want to sell as much as possible, you want to sell more than the others, you want to be in the top producers. In this office, there are around 300 agents. And at the very beginning, you have to study a lot. You have to learn everything. And it was really tough, but at the same time amazing, because all these agents that are actually competing between themselves, they're also helping each other. So this is something that I really like. I became an agent working only on commission. So I jumped from 9 to 5 to entrepreneur. That was really hard. It's really hard when you have a mindset that you're working and you receive a salary at the end of the month because you work from 9 to 5 and you don't work on weekends, from instead having to do everything by yourself, invest on yourself, invest money in your business, and especially not receiving a salary. So you really make money based on the effort that you put in. You really depends on yourself. Started here working for a team for 1 month, then I just left the team because I didn't like it, and I decided to be a single agent. But then someone asked me, Gustavo Pacheco asked me to work with him, and so I said, you know what, it's better if I work for a team for a while because I need to learn. I recognized from the beginning that I needed to learn to learn a lot before being able to represent a client to achieve their goal. And yes, this is what I did. I joined Gustavo Pacheco team, Living Premises, and I think this is one of the best things that happened to me.
0 to 100, no hesitation. That's just the power of meditation.